like they all say, I'm here with a man.
Yes.
Anton Antipov.
How are you?
We don't need to introduce you because everybody knows you.
I don't know. Hi. Thanks for having me. So, yeah, as I was telling you,
how you got into the fitness industry?
Yeah.
When did you move to New York? I asked you, and so the whole story, the whole Anton story. Give it to me.
My family was moving. I'm originally from Belarus. I was born in 1983. My family immigrated to the United States in '97, and we were all the rest of our family was already in the States, so we're the last ones to come there. Into fitness modeling and into just competitions, I got in by accident. With modeling, my friend actually sent my pictures into an agency. And
which agency?
It was Boss Models.
Boss, okay.
Yeah, and they were, it's a high fashion agency. I was really skinny at that time. I had long blonde hair. So I signed on with them for 3 years. And I was doing high fashion like runways and, print, all kinds of campaigns, jewelry campaigns. And then from there on, I always wanted to do fitness, but I just never had an appetite. So I started eating right, I started gaining weight, and then once I did that, I switched over to a fitness agency. So during this time, my booker, my agent at the time, told me about Men's Physique, which was 4 years ago that it was just starting out. And he knew I always wanted to do bodybuilding, but I never had the frame or the size for bodybuilding. So what happened was he told me about the division, and during that year I was trying to live my life a little bit better. So what I was doing is to live more, every month for a year I would make 12 resolutions. So each month is a new thing that I would do to kind of help me live my life better. Whether it's visit a new country or just to have a new experience, read a new book by an author. So one of them was to go on stage and compete, because I always had stage fright. I never liked public speaking, and so I figured it would be a challenge for me. So I signed up for the physique division. I did my first show. I got 4th place, and I didn't really get ready for it. Then I thought about, what if I get ready for a show? So I got ready, I won 1st place, and I won overall. I won 2 more times like that, and then I went to national stage. I got my pro card. That year alone, I think I did maybe 10 or 11 shows in 1 year. And then the next year I did about 9 shows. So 3.5 years later, I just finished at the Olympia 9th place. That was my 28th show. So that's my little story.
Sounds like a big story.
Yeah.
What was your background? Did you do fitness, or did you do kind of wrestling, or?
No, I was always athletic. I mean, I had abs at 9 years old. My dad was a gymnast. My mom was a tennis player, so
they always build muscles like that.
Yeah, well, it's funny because like in Europe, you go and you stay athletic in gym class, right?
Yeah.
You go, you do all kinds of drills, you do gymnastics, you run track. In America, you're kind of like sitting in a gym class and they don't care what you do. You just kind of hang out. Yeah. So it was surprising to me that in Russia I was doing all this crazy stuff. I was running, I was doing gymnastics, swimming, I was participating in all kinds of sports, and I come to America and it's like just basketball occasionally, So, but yeah, my parents always try to get me to see what I would be good at, so they signed me up for different events. And one of the things I always wanted to do was bodybuilding, and I started doing pull-ups and sit-ups, and because I didn't have a gym membership access, I would go to the yard and do crunches and sit-ups and all kinds of, stuff on the pull-up bar. Eventually from there, I built up my body to a certain point, and at 18 years old I joined the gym, and I've been in the gym since. So, but until 18 years old, I had abs. I had a very slim athletic physique that you could actually build at home or, on a playground or whatever. But in order to go past that certain point and build a little bit more, you need the gym. You need heavy weight, Yeah. So I realized that at 18, and I went and joined the gym.
Cool. What gym did you train? So did you train in New York? No.
Yeah.
You went to, in 1997 you went to?
97, yeah, I was about 14 years old. So I went to I was intimidated when I went to the gym for the first time because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I didn't want to look like I didn't know what to do, you know, so I wanted to I signed up because they had a boxing ring. And then I'm like, I'm just going to punch the bag.
Which gym?
It was
Jane or?
No, it was a small gym. It's not even open anymore. I forgot, don't remember the name of it. It closed down like a year later. But it had a boxing punching bag, so I'm like, I'm gonna go and punch the bag, and occasionally maybe I'll do some dumbbells work.
In between?
Yeah, when there's no people around, you know? So I don't look like an asshole. Sorry.
Beep.
Beep. So I was punching that bag, and then a couple of weeks later I decided to, you know, lift some dumbbells. I didn't know what I was doing, and then, you know, eventually I started reading magazines. You know, gym closed, I went to another gym where I kind of like started learning. I picked up books by, you know, bodybuilding legends like Bob Harris, you know, Robbie Robinson, and I read about what they did.
Yeah, living legend.
Yeah, and I've actually spoken to Bob, you know, on the phone, and he just sent me a text message saying...
Online training? Or
No, I was just talking, you know. I don't really, even though it's interesting to find out how they train, I want to know more about them as a person, what made them compete in bodybuilding, what they went through, you know, because Bob Harris, Lee Priest, they never won the Olympia, but I think they had like the greatest physiques of all time, you know. So even though they weren't champions officially,
and the greatest posers.
Yes, exactly. So those guys I looked up to. So I started reading books by them, started coming up with my own routines, new exercises, and I actually came up with some of the things on my own that I've never seen other people do. Now the gym that I go to, I see people do I see them do my exercise. But I want to come up and say, you should slightly like put your elbow down, or like,
I'm going to do it because of, you know, this muscle, not the other one.
And you know, I don't go to any special gym. I go to a very small gym next to my house, and I see a lot of guys that compete in pro physique. They go to all these high-end gyms, but to me,
they don't have to.
You don't have to.
You can't train on your own. They always talk to you. Exactly. I can imagine.
The only difference is like the atmosphere and the intensity and the energy is different. You know, so when you see other guys that look great and they look in shape, obviously you want to.
It's inspiring.
Yes.
I know.
But if you already have inspiration and you already have the willpower and the drive,
the picture of yourself.
Yes.
You know,
then you could do it at any gym.
You want to develop your body, right? Not his one.
Exactly. Well, that's what I always tell people is like, don't chase placings or criteria. Chase what you have in here, and then eventually come up, and then try to, you know, try to make that vision a reality.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to. You don't want to look like somebody else's version of you.
Make
you
the
want to
best
look,
of your physique.
Yeah, you want to look like you want to look. You know, so.
You know, Robbie Robinson trains with Michael Hearn.
Yes.
Every other day.
Gold's Venice. Yeah.
Mike is my idol.
Yeah, Mike is my idol too.
Yeah,
he's amazing. Yeah.
Let's call him.
Let's set up a training session.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
You kind of look like Mike O'Hearn.
You know what? I went to Kevin Lebroni and told him, hey, you know, Kevin.
Yes.
You know me? I'm Mike's little brother. Because sometimes Mike introduces me to people as his little brother.
Okay. Yeah, so, Mike is great. I mean,
we used to train, or we train sometimes if I'm in Venice at 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So you have to wake up early.
He goes super early, I know. I read about him.
And he's strong super early.
Yeah. Super strong. And he's held like a couple of records. He's still, nobody broke it yet, so.
No.
Yeah. He's amazing. Yeah, I like it.
When are you going to be in Venice? So you're going to be
in California.
Yeah, so you're going to be at the LA Fit Expo next year?
I believe so, yeah.
And for sure, the Mr. Olympia, the Arnold Classic Ohio.
I'm not sure about Arnold Classic, but I will definitely be at
Vegas, Mr. Olympia.
Well, in Vegas, and then I'll be in Germany for Fibo.
Yeah. Let's set up. In Germany, we're going to train.
Yes. We're going to train. We're going to get new tattoos. We're going to get everything.
We're going to find.
Yep. But yeah, so Fibo.
We do posing.
Posing.
Eating. Okay, let's train first.
More eating than posing.
More eating than training.
Yes. Okay, that sounds off season.
Cool. Yeah, pleasure.
Okay, yeah, of course.
I have so many. As a last question.
Yes.
what happened in the last 2 years? So you became famous?
I didn't become famous.
Yeah, you are famous.
I don't like that word.
You're signed with gym aesthetics, right?
Yes.
GA.
Yeah. Larissa Reyes actually introduced me to Alex and Phil from Gym Aesthetics. Larissa Reyes, who's sponsored by Nutrix.
Yeah,
that's her right there.
We all know her?
Of course. Yeah, I was in Germany at Fibo with Nutrix, and we just stopped by the booth to say hi, and you know, they liked me. They liked the fact that they could approach me and talk to me like a normal person, and I don't know.
The guy you met yesterday, Arnold.
Yes.
He's signed by GA too.
Yeah.
So he's part of Physique Generation, and I think, in my opinion, we are all Physique Generation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? So, and yeah, you know, but are you gonna work next year at the GA booth?
Yeah, I'm gonna be going back and forth between.
We're gonna say hi to GA Germany. Yeah.
Hi, GA
I know
Germany.
some people behind.
GA Army, yeah. Yeah, I'll be there. You know, breaking down my time between Nutrix and Gym Aesthetics. So, yeah, I mean,
They got great new stuff.
Since I signed, oh yeah, they got amazing new collection. Since I signed up, I had a lot of followers that started following me from Germany, so I'm excited to meet everybody and, you know, shake your guys' hands. It'll be amazing to, you know, hopefully the language barrier is not too much. So.
And there's another team, another company you should talk to. Maybe it's Shape You.
Yeah, Ryan Terry is with them.
Ryan Terry and Steve Cook, and they give seminars and workshops. This could be one thing, and we say hi to Shape You. Maybe
What's up, Shape You?
Maybe we're gonna see him next year in Hamburg, whatever, you know.
Perhaps,
nobody knows. I'm just pushing, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, but anyway, we will have a great time in Germany.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's it for today. I think we are out of energy. We are still hungry and thirsty.
Very hungry.
You want to say hi to mom or some, you know, want to say
I don't know if my mom is gonna watch this, but hi, mom. I want to say hi to actually, like I said, a lot of the, you know, new people that started following me from Germany. I mean, it's amazing what, you know, I'm just a guy that likes to train. I don't, you know, I didn't do this to become famous or to become, you know, to be anything other than what I want to be. So, you know, for me to actually have some kind of an impact on people overseas or in another country, you know, from just doing what I love to do is like such an amazing thing. And the fact that so many people look up and find my story and my message inspiring, it means a lot, you know, so thank you guys for your support, and I can't wait to meet everybody.
I totally agree. It's a lifestyle, it's a fun lifestyle, and everybody should do it. Everybody should work
Everybody
out.
could become yourself, and everybody could be myself.
Everybody should talk to it, or, you know, feel himself, and, you know, watch diet, watch food, you know, stay healthy.
The only thing is, like,
it's a mentally and physical thing.
I always tell people just to keep their mind open. You know, one thing I've learned, and this is just from my own experience, is that you can't disregard something just because you don't think it's going to work. You know, you have to keep your mind open to new ideas and whether it's training methods or eating habits or whatever it is. You know, I've tried different things as far as nutrition goes and training goes, and training in the gym for the last 14 years, I kind of sort of figured out what works for me. You know, I did that with an open mind. I didn't go and copy somebody else and said, you know, I'm going to do that, because you don't know if that's going to work for you, and you also don't know if maybe some things might work better for you. So you have to try everything. You know, you have to do some. You can't just say, no, I don't like that, that's not going to work for me. What if it will? And then 2 years later you find out that you could have been doing that, but you wasted your time, you know what I mean? So always keep an open mind, you know, and never set any limits. Regardless of what I started off, I thought I was gonna get to 180 and then I'll stop. You know, I started off at 145 pounds. I thought 180 is gonna be my goal. I kept increasing weight. I got to 205 pounds, you know. Like, you never know, never set any limits. Just be unlimited, and then you can get as high as you want to be.
Unlimited, be open, and the world would be a better place.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Open out, follow, Anton. Follow Physique Generation. I am PG, over and out. Mario Klintworth. Peace.